Ryan Show, mornings on 94.5 The Buzz.
I love it. We got some in-studio guests. The Real Men of Genius radio commercial campaign. I didn't know this. It's been going on since 1999. And of course, I'm talking
98,
about...
actually.
98?
1998, yeah. That's when it began.
1998.
That's when I got my first check. I know that.
It's unbelievable. And of course, we're talking about Real Men of Genius. We're talking about Bud Light. Pete Stacker, Dave Bickler joining us in the studio. These are the voices. Gentlemen, welcome back to town.
We absolutely love this city. We love this town. We love this room. And I love the women. I do. And I love the beer.
And we love cookies.
Have you guys checked out the pictures from last night's Pregnant Bikini contest yet?
No, I haven't, but I understand you guys are big on that, so I want to check it out. I guess there are a lot of people checking it out.
The 4th annual. It was crazy. All right, so Pete, as soon as we hear your voice, we're like, okay, obviously he's the guy in the commercials.
Yes, sir.
But every now and then I'll start giggling, and maybe it's Comedy Central, or I'll hear his voice randomly, and I'll start giggling. I'm like, yeah, that's our guy right there.
Yeah.
Like, where else have we heard that booming voice of yours?
Well, let's see. CMT, Country Music Television, I do all their stuff.
Okay.
Comedy Central. I do TBS. I do lots of different commercials, for cars and everything.
How do you get to be a voice guy? I mean, you got to have a good voice.
I mean, we're in radio, and we'd like to be voice people, but we could never, ever do what you do.
Well,
There's even a game called, I did. I did morning radio for a long time. I'm Second City trained, so I'm
Rod, you have a shot.
And everything like that.
Listen to this.
Say something cool. Don't scream and do
One man against the planet, alone.
Okay, Rod.
One man. I can't do it. I can't do it.
We'll work on it.
I can't do it.
Me neither.
Now, David. David, you came into this, you went a much different route. You were not in radio. You're a rock star.
But I did do a lot of commercials, though. That's how I actually met the guys in Survivor. In the first place, I was doing singing commercials in Chicago, and Jim Peterick, who's the keyboard player, writer, sort of founder of the band, was also singing commercials. And he, heard me sing, and he said, "Hey, you want to be in a band?" And I said, "Well, yeah, okay." And I got there and realized I didn't have to move equipment anymore. It was really great.
Yeah, but what singer ever moves equipment, Mark?
What? I used to.
What singer ever?
That's not my job.
I mean, listen, we don't want you to break a nail over here. So Dave Bickler is in the studio with us. Was the lead singer of Survivor?
Yes.
Eye of the Tiger.
Yes.
Eye of the Tiger.
Rising up. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
All right, give me a story. How did that song become? It was Rocky 3, right?
Yeah,
Eye of the Tiger with Mr. T.
Yeah.
So how does that song? Did you write the song for the movie, or did they base the movie and the whole Eye of the Tiger theme on the song that was already written?
It was written for the movie.
It was.
Yeah. But Sylvester Stallone was talking to the president of Record Company, Tony Scotti, and he said, "I want a band for the opening sequence of the thing. I don't want it to be just a soundtracky stuff or whatever." And he said, "You got any?" And he said, "Well, I have a band, Survivor, on our roster, and here's this." He's playing "Poor Man's Son," which was our single from our previous album, and he liked that a lot. He said, "Can they write me something like that?" And he said, "Sure." And they gave us videotape, and they took it back and wrote that song, and then he played for him, and he liked it right away. He said, "Yeah, that's it." Bum, bum,
this song is just an anthem for everybody. You hear it, you're like, I want to hit something right now. You just get all amped up to do something.
I want to work out.
I don't know where to run, but I would.
It was. Did you know?
Saturday night about midnight. Man, I put this on. Oh yeah.
So when Survivor's in the studio and you're recording this, you know it's going to be used in the movie. Did you just know you captured lightning in a bottle, though? Like with this song, did you know it was going to be as huge as it?
I thought so, but I'd been wrong before.
Okay.
But I thought it would, and I went to the movie. I went to the theater when it came out, like the first couple of days it came out. When I sat down, listened to that opening thing, and watched it, I went, "Oh my God, this is going to be great!"
And now, did you roll like with Sylvester Stallone and Mr. T and stuff all back then?
I did meet him once. He came to the studio just to look at it against the film the first time out in California, and he said, "Yeah, you guys, that's good. I like it a lot."
So your house went from how many square feet to how many square feet after this movie came out?
It changed. It got smaller.
Man, I can only imagine.
I'll tell you some stories later.
Which house and in what city?
I can only imagine. So, Pete Stacker, Dave Bickler, these are the guys, Real Men of Genius. 1998, you got your first check from Bud Light.
Right, and we've done over 200 of these.
What is the first one? What is the very first Real Men of Genius commercial?
Well, there was a set of 8 of them, right?
Yeah, was it bowling shoe giver outer?
Mr. Foam Finger Maker, Mr.
Yes.
Golf Ball, Mr. Golf Ball Picker Upper.
Those are there's the great
it's
eight.
the first little
eight.
block of them that they did. Yeah.
And nobody knew. Like, obviously, back in 1998, you had no idea that you'd be here talking about it.
We thought, we thought 8 was a lot.
Oh, you kidding me? We both went out and bought new leather coats. We were rocking. You know what I mean? Well, I bought mine on time, but it was still it was mine.
Okay, so we're gonna get a live version right now of a Bud Light commercial.
Yeah, we got a couple of things for you if you want.
You know, and I always tell Pete, I'm like, listen, anytime you can get in a little dig, because maybe one of the greatest things they did. The last time you guys were in town might have been for a football game last season.
Yeah.
And they got in a dig on Dallas.
Come on.
They got in a dig on Dallas, and that stadium, you would have thought that we just scored or we just
won the Super Bowl.
The best thing about Houston, it ain't Dallas.
And the place erupts. It was
absolutely awesome.
Oh, it was so great. I'm like, did he just say what I think he said? Yeah. They were on the big screen doing it. The place went crazy. So, all right, I'm going to just turn you loose. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we got two things real quick that we can do for you. One is something that's fairly new, and then the other one is the dig on Dallas.
This is going to be wild. You're going to get to see them. You're going to get to see them live in the studio. And by the way, Bud Light Peep Show is on.
I'm watching you guys on the Peep Show right now on my computer.
And the camera is on the guys. So here you go. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, here we go as I cue up their music.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Football Stadium Streaker Guy.
Mr. Football Stadium Streaker Guy.
Just like any other athlete, you put your pants on one leg at a time. The only difference, you take yours off.
Look at me!
You're a man with courage, humor, and a strange, unsightly tattoo running from your neck to your thigh.
I'm not looking.
What's more enjoyable than watching you run onto the field? Watching a 300-pound linebacker lay you out.
Instant replay.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh Baron of the birthday suit. You think you're perfectly sane, but everyone here can plainly see you're nuts.
Mr. Football Stadium Streaker Guy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Houston, Texas.
I love it.
Sweet. I love it. They're live in the studio with us. That's just one of the millions, it seems like, Real Men of Genius commercials with Bud Light. Pete Stacker and Dave Bickler. Pete is this guy, and Dave is the singer guy. I'm not even going to try and do it. Where do the ideas come from? The writing? I mean, I'm sure people come up to you on the streets. Oh my God, you got to do this now.
Yeah, but legally, we really can't accept those because there's a whole contractual thing involved. Not us, but just with the agency and everybody else. So.
But people do. They've always got ideas. Some of them are pretty good. Good ideas.
Because you guys did us a great Dodgeball Resurrector.
Oh yeah,
the Dodgeball one was so good.
Well, that was custom for you.
That was beautiful.
It
was brilliant. So. I mean, I've seen them work them, and I've seen what is the criteria? Because obviously, you've got a huge corporation, and you can't be saying, curse words and things. But,
no, we can't.
I mean, what does the drawing board look like when a commercial is being written?
Well, when it's being written, usually, you have a subject and a target, and then you have teams. And there's maybe 20, 25 guys.
Yeah, from DDB.
From DDB, and we're there as well as part of the whole thing. And when they're done, if it's good in the studio, they'll come in with 11 to 12, 15 of them. And if they're good, they last. And if they don't make it.
Okay.
And a lot of times then everybody in the room descends on it to try and make it better. But it's like kind of writing a sitcom.
Now, Dave, there's not always... Sometimes there's the backup singers... The chicks, and sometimes there's not. I mean, so who...
we sort of look at that, as they're in the studio. That always happens in the studio. Like they go, maybe the girls will be in. They come up a line. That'd be good for the girl people. So they bringing them in, and the next day after I do my thing, and then they put those lines in.
Yeah.
So can we get maybe just a little dig on Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay. No, this is actually sitting on my laptop. So Dave's going to have to come over to my mic to be able to do it. So.
Perfect.
Right.
Okay. I actually requested this. I'm like, guys, I know every now and then they come in. Mark, you all right? They get in a little dig on Big D.
Earmuffs, Mark. Earmuffs.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, DFW, the Big D, Dallas, Texas.
DFW, Big D, Dallas, Texas.
Here's to the largest concentration of blondes outside of Scandinavia. I didn't say true blondes.
Look at me, I'm checking.
Living large or leasing large? Are they for real? Other cities have Silicon Valleys. They've got Silicon Mountains.
Fake and shake.
Fake hair, fake tan, fake face, fake every place. All because all they really want to do is fake you.
I think she was faking it.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light for all the $30,000 millionaires.
Yeah.
Because it's the least you can do.
More than just a good time.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
That was cool.
KTBZ Houston. Now in HD Digital. 94.5 The Buzz.